If I ever leave this world alive, well, thank you for the things you did in my life. If I ever leave this world alive, I'll come back down and sit beside your feet tonight. Wherever I am, you'll always be more than just a memory. If I ever leave this world alive.
We are live! Welcome back, everybody, to the HotBox and the fabulous and exciting Ming Lounge of the even more fabulous, exciting, and historic Republic Cafe. We have come here tonight to HotBox, and to honor somebody who did a great comedian thing. They died not of their own hand recently, so let's give it up. Let's give it up for Big Liam Kennedy, everybody. Big Liam survived 2 heart attacks, switched to vegetarianism at the suggestion of his doctor, and died within 5 days. I think there's a lesson in there. I think there's a lesson in there for everybody. Can I tell you about Big Liam? Big Liam was, you know, unlike the name, you know, usually hear big, you think, oh, he's probably a little guy. No, Big Liam was a big guy. Big Liam, you'll see a picture of him at the end of the evening if you stick around, or if you check out the video tonight, or when I post it. Big Liam was, there's a lot of things you can say about Big Liam. In the 1980s, Big Liam was an undercard wrestler for the World Wrestling Federation. And I don't know what his character was, but knowing Liam the way I did, I can assure you it probably wasn't a scientist character. No, it just doesn't seem likely for that guy. Big Liam was a motorcycle enthusiast with 25-inch biceps. No, he wasn't compensating for anything at all, you guys. He was a federally incarcerated convict for a period of time, which led to the career opportunity that he most enjoyed talking about, which was being an enforcer for the Italian mafia on the West Coast, which I think is, you know, that's aspirational. There's people still out there hiring ex-cons, and God bless them. And God bless the Irish, you know, because when the Italians looked up and they said, you know, is there anybody that's stupider than a Jew that'll take this job? And God handed them the Irish, and it was, you know, God bless those people. We give it up tonight. We're going to give Liam the last light. He will be doing the last set this evening from Beyond. I hope you stick around to enjoy it. But our first comedian of the evening, somebody I am very excited to bring up this evening. Did I say this evening again? I don't care. Somebody died, so I can automatically, I can just get away with anything tonight, right? It's a sympathy card. Not for me either. It's hilarious. Hit 8 kids, you guys. Again, compensating for something, man. It wasn't lack of fertility. Very Irish with the fertility. You guys, I am very happy to bring to the stage somebody who doesn't need to compensate because she brings it all to the table, lays it down like the fucking hammer. Let's give it up for Miss Amber Gill.
Oh, I'm definitely compensating. Why would I be here? I finally watched a video from these YouTube things, and I was like, it's like thigh level, where I carry all my weight, so it's just it's like a lot of thigh here, it's like thighs. That's cool. Girl brain, what a waste of time, what a waste of energy. I saw my horoscope today, and it was an actual excerpt from Willamette Monthly, legitimate horoscope, and these are just parts of it, but it said, "You're in the season of the lucky, plucky delight when brave love can save you from wrong turns and irrelevant ideas." And I got foolishly excited at this point because I could really use some saving from wrong turns and irrelevant ideas. But then at the very end it says, "If you have a partner with whom you can conduct these educational experiments, wonderful, period. If you don't, be extra sweet and intimate with yourself." Did my horoscope just tell me to masturbate? That's what I was gonna do anyway, horoscope, that's some fucking bullshit. I do suffer from insomnia. I don't know if anyone else here suffers from insomnia. Anyone over here? Anyone? It's largely anxiety-based. My head hits the pillow and I just visit all the mistakes I've ever made, starting with being born, working the present, and then projecting out in the future, considering potential mistakes I'm going to make until I work my way up to end of life and death. And then I spend a couple hours there, and then my alarm goes off, and it's time to start the day. So I do think about solutions to insomnia a lot. I feel like I've done research in this area. I do feel like a lot of medications leave you sleepy the next day, which sort of defeats the point, just be functional at work. So I feel like the only solution for insomnia, which we all know I don't mean to be condescending, is masturbation. And I know what you're saying, yeah, okay, that works some of the time, a lot of the time. It actually works every time if you do it right. And this is focused research. I'm going to share some tips with you guys. Basically, after you finish, there's like a 1 to 3 minute window where your mind goes blissfully blank and you get very relaxed, and that's the moment. You got to like jump into your comfort position, cover up, try to fall asleep. It's like a wave, a 1 to 3 minute wave. If you miss the wave, you got to get back in the water. And I know what you're saying. Sure, first time, fun. Second time, maybe fun. Agreed. Third to fourth time, it gets a little self-rapey. Your body's like, mm-mm, and you're like, we're fucking doing this whether you like it or not. In the fifth to sixth time, it can get a little sad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You're like profusely sweating, fiercely masturbating by yourself again at 2 a.m. in the morning so you can just go to sleep, so you can go to a job you don't really like. Good news, there's sort of an upswing in the graph. 7 to 8 times it starts to feel good again. We'll have to further the research in that area. I don't know why that is, but it just is. The overall conclusion is that if you keep at it, you will eventually fall asleep and feel refreshed the next morning. The only one negative side effect I've noticed is that it has trained or conditioned me to fuck like a man. So on the rare occasion that I have a partner, right after I come, get very sleepy. And then it's like, I just want to be like, is it cool if we stop here? I will definitely get you in the morning because your orgasm is super important to me. So that's just the one side effect, but I feel like pretty minor. I was at a karaoke bar by myself again last night. That's how I roll. And a guy came up and talked to me. He seemed nice or whatever and kind of cute, and I was like, cool. As I talked to him more and more, he just revealed how he was crazier and crazier, so I was like, cool, cool, cool. And then it was the end of the night, and I'm like, well, have a good night. And he's like, do you want to hang out? And I was like, right now, it's like 2 a.m. No, thank you. And he said, okay, well, just know that someone wanted to go home with you. And he didn't even say this in a sarcastic way. He actually said it in a very earnest, honest way. And he said it again. He's like, just know that I think you're cool and I wanted to go home with you. He also had mentioned that he lives with his parents, and one of the factors about the benefit of going home with me is that he wouldn't have to go home to his parents' house. And it's weird because I feel like the more traditional response is the angry, like, fuck you then, reaction to rejection. But this is sort of like this weird passive-aggressive Portland version of that. Like, just know, like, thank you, kind sir, noted. I feel blessed for the opportunity. I'm kind of working on coining a term, cunt it off. It's like, so basically like when mainly dudes are talking to me offensively or too much or trying to touch me, it's like I cut it off, but in a way that's so bitchy that they don't want to re-engage with me ever again. It's a really awesome skill, you guys. I highly recommend it. You just have the adverse effect of the fuck you then, or just no. But once you write that out, it's pretty sweet. Tampons. I'll move on. I've been off the dick for, I think I'm at 100 days now. I haven't totally been counting, but I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I feel like, you know, as a woman, we always have an option, as I mentioned. The options just are often annoying, disgusting, and won't make you come. But that option is always out there. That option is here in the room tonight. You know who you are. Yeah. And I feel like I've been doing the work. I've been, you know, hugging my friends too long, masturbating constantly. And I feel like I just want a little recognition, like a sobriety chip, just something that's gonna like keep me going so I don't hit bottom again. Okay, that was amazing, you guys. Thank you so much.
So today's like Black Friday, I guess, right? Did everybody go shopping today? Yeah. I know you did. Yeah. Like, I was like one of those people that like thought that like, Black Friday was like kind of like, it was like fucking up Thanksgiving, but like really when you think about it, it made like Thanksgiving time more accurate, right? Because like once the violence starts, you're like really appreciating like what we're really, celebrating, right? Right? Does that make sense? Okay. Our next comic is all about violence. I'm sure he didn't buy anything today. He hosts a mic on Saturdays that does not serve alcohol, and he has his daughter's name tattooed on him. Give it up for Bram Kennedy.
Well, first of all, give it up for No, not Hannah. She's fine. She's gonna get several applauses through tonight. Give it up for Amber and her furiously masturbating. Amber, just know somebody will be thinking about you tonight. You know who you are. It's me, guys. I really wanna fight my ex-wife's new boyfriend, but I can't fight, and something about him gives me the feeling he knows karate. I don't know, I don't have any, I haven't seen his belts, but there's just something about his look that's very karate, maybe kung fu. He's Asian. I made a UFC fighter on the video game that looks just like him, and I made one that looks just like me, and then I fought him. And he kicked my ass. Can't get away from it. It's tricky. I just don't know how to fight. Honestly, I don't even know, I wouldn't even know necessarily when the fight started. After I get hit the first time, I might just take that one. Because, what if I punch back and now I've initiated a fight and I'm going to get punched a dozen times? If he just wanted to punch me that one time and get out of his system, I'll let that one go. Punch me a second time, though, things are going to get ugly. I'm going to start crying. I have a girlfriend, and I'm really scared of the idea of her cheating on me. That makes me really nervous. You're good, man. Do your thing. This is getting very serious for a second, but I don't want to. What I realized, I think the best way to keep your girlfriend from cheating on you is just show her your guns. Okay. You're not with me. It works. Just don't show her where you put them. You need her to know it could be anywhere. Anyways, fuck. I think I found out my girlfriend's kink. I think she really likes it when she likes to pretend to not know I'm having sex with her while she's sleeping. Is that anybody else's thing? Okay, am I crazy or is she crazy? Because she's into it. I know she likes it. Dude, either she really likes it or she's chasing a rabbit. I'm not really, okay. You guys ever, nobody had, anyways. Dogs fucking have orgasms when they're sleeping. That's how your girlfriend comes. Kicking her, okay. Fine. Okay, I got something funny here. I changed my opinion on abortion recently. I was having a discussion with my daughter, and she told me that she remembered being in the womb. She remembered being born. We had a whole talk about it after I gave her mushrooms. It was crazy. We really got into it. In Boy Scouts, they taught me that a dull blade is more dangerous than a sharp blade. I was like, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. My kitchen blade is really, really dull, and I miss the fruit so frequently, but I never cut off my finger. Because it's a dull blade. A dull blade is more dangerous than a sharp blade. That definitely sounds like some shit a pedophile would want you to think. if they were your scout leader. Like, keep your blades nice and dull, boys. Just in case, you know, someone attacks, you want to be able to, anyways. I used a sick day at work, but I wasn't sick. I took a day off work, a paid sick day. I had to take my girlfriend to the dick doctor. That's me. Yeah, maybe if I got paid more, I wouldn't have to get a second job. I don't want my girlfriend, not my girlfriend, shit, my daughter. This is weird, huh? I don't want, okay guys, this isn't what it sounds like. I don't want my daughter to like pick up any weird habits. I don't want her to know I'm smoking weed all the time and for her to think that that's what she should do. So I started smoking weed in the bathroom and telling her I'm just going potty. And then afterwards I'm like, don't go in there, it's stinky. Yeah, she's great. I got my daughter's name tattooed on me, so it's getting pretty serious. It's like, it's not as dangerous as getting your girlfriend's name tattooed on you, because you get to choose your next daughter's name. Right? Like, no, I just always knew this would be it. You're like, it was meant to be your name. This is assuming that, like, something happened to my first daughter, though. And I don't want my second daughter to know about it. Because she might get a hint that something's coming. Okay. I'm not going to kill my daughter, but something's coming. I punish my daughter liberally. Not like, okay, that's like, trying to work out like how to make sense of that, because like, liberals aren't really punishing their kids these days, but like, by punishing my kids liberally, I'm doing it a lot. It's kind of the opposite of what, for the last 4 times she went by, I thought she was a cat. She just has a bow, not cat ears. Anybody else? I do punish my daughter, but like I'm only when it's like a very serious offense. Like if she does something really dangerous or like illegal, I'll give her like her least favorite kind of candy. That's the way. Like I picked her up at school and she bit one of the kids in class. I was like, all right, when you get to the truck, just Twizzlers. She wouldn't eat her broccoli before bed once. I was like, all right, well then you're gonna go to bed with just 2 Good and Plenties, and that's what we're doing tonight. You asked for it. It says 0 shit. That means no more time. I am really. Excuse me. Have a good night. Yeah.
I'm Kennedy, everybody. Let's keep it going. I think you said, when you said you punish your daughter liberally, you were going to say, like, I tax her and give it to people who aren't deserving, right? It's not my shit. Watch his Facebook. That's, can't believe I'm qualified as edgy in this town, I swear to God. I thought your girlfriend's kink was needy guys, but I guess I'm wrong. You know, speaking of guys who live at home, right, and they're just, do you think when guys like that, like, come home late the next afternoon, they kind of strut in front of their parents, like, I got some fucking pussy last night? You jealous, mom, huh? If my son lived at home, I would definitely check their browser history. Like, if there's Lisa Ann in there, you gotta move out, you know? Some people watch porn, right? You guys got this. Every time I could die. It's great. Keep hoping like to see like blood in my hand and just go full cowboy, right? This mustache has got to mean something. Jesus. I'll be your Huckleberry. But you know who our Huckleberry is coming? Huckleberry is coming to the stage. I'm very excited to see this person. They have been by. We weren't able to get them on the last time, but I am very excited. Let's give it up for Brenton Pinkmore!
Thank you. You could have been openly hostile, so I appreciate that much at least. I walked into a soda fountain and I ordered a shot of morphine, and I was like, hey, it's 1903 somewhere, right? I read WebMD a lot, and I think I'm a delusional schizophrenic. Diagnosed myself. I have this delusion that I'm a hypochondriac. I'm worried I'll develop the delusion that I'm gay, not because I think it's wrong, but because I'm worried I could become a congressman or an evangelical preacher. And there's a lot of those, and they all seem to be gay. I'm really into music. I put an ad in the Willamette Week for some band members, and I'm only 3 people away from my barbershop quartet. I have several rare diseases. I have hysterical diabetes, and I also have 1-hour Parkinson's disease. It could be worse. The rest of the time I feel all right. I drank the purple liquid in a magic 8-ball, and I could see into the future for 3 days. You gotta plan that out in advance. 3-day weekend type deal. They have a really great produce where I live. I live right next to the park blocks downtown. But I just wanted to make sure. I go up to the guy and I'm like, were any of these tomatoes smuggled in the steamer trunk of a scared little girl? He said no, and I'm like, I need heirloom tomatoes. No one's ever laughed at that before. Did you know that Weekend at Bernie's is the sequel to Breakfast at Tiffany's? My theory is that JFK acted alone. I like to think I'm a lot like JFK. I've got a bad back, take a lot of painkillers, I'm tough on communists, and I also failed to assassinate Fidel Castro. I think really the only difference is that I can't afford a convertible. Like I said, I have a bad back, but I try to be honest about it. On my dating websites, it says I like long limps on the beach. An ectopic pregnancy is when an embryo plants itself outside of the uterus, and they're trying to push some laws in some states that if they go in to remove this dangerous embryo, they have to re-implant it in the uterus, or else it's considered abortion murder, is the words that they used. And I'm like, do they just sit in a boardroom and try and come up with things to legislate? They're like, well, I saw a show called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant, and she didn't know she was pregnant until the end. Excellent, Johnson. That's abortion too. Everything's abortion. I'm against those people. I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's strange that we still hold Pee Wee Herman to higher standards than we do the president. Like, can we just absolve him already? Only touching himself. I was shown a map of the most common Google search errors by state, and in several states the search term was carton, and one could jump to the conclusion that they were talking about milk cartons, but I think they knew exactly what they wanted. And maybe there's a whole underworld of people who are paraphitically attracted to milk cartons, or the kids on the labels. Ooh, dear. I think Louis C.K. should have to host The Price is Right for a few years before we take him back. Or we should just put him in front of a mirror and make him watch himself masturbate, so he knows what it's like. Or worse, make him watch me masturbate. That's a chilling sight, It's like when you watch some zoned out, depressed person playing video poker, and it's just like, slap the red button, burst of colors, remorse. Like, same sad cycle. The first day of work when they make you play those embarrassing get-to-know-you games and go around and say 3 facts about yourself, two truths and a lie. Ever played that there? I was kind of offended how many people so easily believed that I have a steel plate in my skull. They're like, there's no way this guy stood in 4 states at the same time. After the first commercial break of Jeopardy, and they tell the incredibly bleak, sad personal anecdotes, I call them sad-ecdotes, there's nothing quite so crushing. You've lived your whole life, you're smart enough to get on the show, and the only story you have to tell is that you stood in 4 states at the same time. It's just, tragic. I really like Jeopardy. Undefeated Jeopardy champion in my circle of friends. That's not even a joke. All right, I'm just opening up to you. I love Jeopardy. I think it helps to, with this whole thing that's happening. When former Mayor Marion Barry died, his TMZ headline was "Crack Mayor Dead at 78." I would love for my epitaph to be "Crack Mayor." That's fantastic. He got caught smoking crack on camera, went to jail, then he got elected again. Just like the mayor Rob Ford in Canada. Smoked crack, got arrested, got elected again. I think I'm going to smoke some crack and wear a sash that says mayor. The guy in The Simpsons. Thank you.
I need to start watching the news. I didn't get a large portion of that. I don't like that fucking show, though. That's okay. Yeah. So a little bit about something that's going on in my life right now. My 2 sons have synced up their poops. I don't know if you guys knew that was a thing, but whenever one of them has to poop, the other one has to poop. They're 7 and 3. So what's cool though about it is that we have a toilet and then we have a baby potty right next to the toilet. So they literally poop hanging out with each other at the same time. The only problem with it though is that the toddler potty isn't used anymore except in this context, and the toddler potty is essentially a bucket that I get to clean out afterwards. And I don't know how much poop you guys get to clean out every day, but that's my life right now. Our next comic, I hope they don't have to clean up poop like I do. If you guys want to give it up for Pierogi? Yeah. I'm sure I fucked that up.
My name is Breunle. I am visiting from Seattle, Washington. Any Seattle people in the house? Make some noise, anybody? No? Alright. No, man. I like Portland though. I come here often and I hired a tour guide. And they showed me around. They're like you guys got Voodoo Donuts. I believe that's one of the big attractions. Is it Paul's bookstore? The bookstore. Yeah. And then my tour guide was like, hey, let's go for the underground tour. And I was like, bro, black people don't do underground tours. We did that 500 years ago. We're done. Only underground tour I'm taking is if the tour guide is Harriet Tubman. I did that joke at a different show and some people were like, who's Harriet Tubman? There was actually a Mexican dude there who didn't know who Harriet Tubman was. And he asked this white lady sitting next to him. And she tried to explain for like 5 minutes. And then he was like, El Chapo? I was like, yeah, he's same idea, different goal. But Same. My name is Breunle. It's an African name. I get weirded out introducing myself on stage because I never know what people are going to say. Number one thing people tell me when I introduce myself, they're like, oh my God, Breunle. How do you say Breunle? Wow, that's a beautiful name. What does it mean? Breunle is an African name that means good luck. Yeah, Breunle means good luck. Good luck getting a job. Good luck getting through the airport. Which I think is weird. It's weird that Breunle cannot get me through the airport, but Breunle can get me a job at the airport. You're pushing your grandparents around. Some of you are like, I thought he looked familiar. It's crazy, man. As I hinted, I'm an African boy, and I found out recently, though, that as far as Africans go, I look ethnically ambiguous. Yeah, I'm from Uganda, but I've been told I look Ethiopian, Eritrean, Somalian, and that complicates my life. Strange things have been happening. An example, lately, I'll be driving my car, minding my business, and then when I stop, random people that I've never met will jump into my car. Yeah, they're like, oh my God, my Uber is here. I used to be pissed off, but now I just drive. If you jump into my car, you're going where I'm going. Of course, halfway through, they get suspicious. They look at their phones, they look at me, they're like, are you sure this is it? That's when I go, look at me. I'm your Uber driver now. This is why I find big white dudes relatable. Where are my big white dudes at? This is a vegan crowd. It's Portland. No, big white dudes, like, I don't know if there was one here who would attest to this. Like, big white dude stands outside this place. People just start showing him IDs. They think he's a bouncer. That's me at restaurants, man. Yeah, I go to any restaurant, I stand inside or outside. People just start handing me food. They're like, oh my God, Uber Eats, right? Uber Eats. It's been happening for 3 months. It's also been 3 months since I bought dinner. I go to any restaurant, they hand me food, I count 1, 2, 3, Uber Eats becomes Breunle Eats. I've lived on 2 continents my entire life. Africa and then North America, which sounds fun, but at the same time, it gives you an identity crisis at some point. Like, I feel like my mind is divided into 2 parts. Like, there's the African side, and then there's the African American side, which fucks me up, the way I think about things. Take an issue like police brutality. When I think about it, my African American side is like, fuck the police! They're killing our people. Black lives matter. My African side is like, whoa, you got police over here? Like, you call them and they show up. Wow, this is amazing. They have fast cars, big guns. They even have shoes on. Wow. This is amazing. My brother hates that joke. He's a policeman back home. What I'm trying to say is, I don't know if I'm a good African American. I'm learning the culture at the same time as you white people. Like, I learned shit at the same time as you. Like, I found out about this thing called boycotting. Like, when corporate America fucks with black people, one of the answers, or the number one answer, is boycott. You remember when the brothers got arrested at Starbucks? They were like, boycott Starbucks. H&M had a racist ad, they're like, boycott H&M. Heineken had a racist ad, boycott. I was like, how far am I gonna go with these boycotts? Boycott Starbucks, boycott Heineken, boycott H&M. If I keep boycotting, I'll be walking around butt naked and sober. You're gonna see brothers walking around with their dicks hanging out. And like, who's that? That's Jamal. He's woke. He's naked too. In fact, I'm writing a TV show. We'll call it Woke, Naked, and Afraid. You guys have been great. My name is Biruji. Thank you for your time.
Let's keep it going for Marunji. Oh my goodness, man. It's got to be like extra bad, especially in the Pacific Northwest with the demographic breakdown, because you already have like white people trying to find a black guy they can ask every black question to. But then if you're African black, you got to answer to a whole fucking continent as well. How many people have asked you your thoughts on Harriet Tubman? Just a lot of fucking people. I'm glad I didn't then, but can we talk later about that? Because I don't know how to, I have to hear from like at least like 10 black people before I can make up my mind, right? Like, Green Book fucked me up. I came out earlier for Green Book and I was like, oh shit, I'm out here on a ledge. If you guys don't get that, you're kind of racist, I'm just saying. Dixie Samaro covered the whole fucking thing, you bigots. Oh my goodness, you guys, coming to the stage is somebody that I have enjoyed very much. He was, as far as I know, the only person to vote for me in Portland's Funniest Weekend. I want to know, I would love it if they published the numbers. And I know I'm at the bottom, so I should feel like if I ask, all the rest, everybody should feel better, but I know if I got one vote, people would still be mad. I didn't even vote in that fucking thing. It's fucking dumb. Anyways, you're not popular, you're not funny, you guys. I mean, I am an example of that. But anyways, coming to the stage, somebody who's very popular, and we hope he gets funny someday. Let's give it up for James Fitz!
Thanks, brother. Have you guys noticed, let's keep doing this. Have you guys noticed that today started out just like any other day? Eh? Suspicious, right? Too normal. It's like the calm before the storm, right? Actually, that you might have had a weird day today, now that I think about it, because it's like the day after Thanksgiving. The joke might not apply. Anyway, I've had a very normal day, so it seemed suspicious to me. It's thoughts and prayers season. Thoughts and prayers season. I've been sending out lots of prayers. Yeah, I love doing it. I love sending out prayers. Because it's like, if something good happens, I get a little bit of the credit. You know? Like, my friend, he had his surgery went really well. So I saw him, I was like, hey John, heard your surgery went well. You're welcome. Yeah, you know, I think it was my prayer that tipped the scale, you know? You might not have made it otherwise. I sent out 2 or 3 really good ones, so, yeah. I think if the Middle East, if there's ever peace in the Middle East, gonna be a lot of people congratulating themselves. A lot of patting on the back going on after there's peace in the Middle East, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, hey, I prayed for that. I think it was mine that did it. You know what I'm talking about here? Thoughts and prayers? You guys aren't praying as much as I am, perhaps. You ever pray for someone, they die on you? Boo! Alright? That sucks. Makes you feel impotent, right? I tried my best. Yeah? Really, you start blaming them. You're like, they didn't even try that hard. I did my part. Step it up next time. Anyway. Too many kinds of dogs out there. Too many kinds of dogs, that's what I say. Every time I turn around, there's another kind of dog out there. Hardly keep them straight, you know? I think there should be five kinds of dogs. Make it easier for us. 1, my dog. The other 4, much less significant. Time to go to the pocket full of notes. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, so many notes. You ever go to make popcorn, like microwave up some popcorn, and you open up the microwave, and there's already a thing of popcorn that you made like 2 hours ago because you were really stoned? Happened to me, November 26th, 2019. You know, they say that laughter is contagious. You guys can probably all feel it right now, right? Laughter is contagious, you know? Kind of like puke. Right? You ever see someone puke, or you smell puke, and it makes you puke? That's not a good system. Should get a better system going. Because, like, I never really need to puke. Now you're making me puke? I'm glad there aren't other body functions like that, you know? Like someone sneezes, it makes you sneeze, you know? Or if you see someone peeing, it makes you pee. Right? That would be dangerous. You know, you're watching a movie, all of a sudden something, you know, a scene flashes on. Someone peeing. Actually, it'd be kind of a good prank now that I think about it. Great prank when you think about it a little bit more. I'll have to pick these up after I drop them all on the ground. Sorry guys, I haven't been able to write much recently. I've really had to go to the bathroom for the last week. It's hard to think. You ever have that? You have to go to the bathroom? It's hard to get anything done when you have to go to the bathroom, you know? I keep putting it off though, because I don't like thinking that much. Needs a better tag to it, don't you think? This one doesn't make a lot of sense out of context, but this guy over here in the hat, you see him in the hat? The white hat? Looks a little bit like he stole the cookie from the cookie jar. You're supposed to say, who, me? And I say, yes, you. Couldn't be. Oh, I said that one already. Dogs? Yeah. Ugh. Have you ever noticed that sometimes time feels like it's moving too fast? Like, give me a break every once in a while, you know? You ever get the feeling that time's moving too slow? Like right now, when I'm trying to get to the end of this light here so that I can go home? Very relatable. All right, I'll give it up for you guys. You've been great. I've been James Fitz. Thank you very much.
Let's give James some time to pick up his notes. Let's one more time for James, right? Yeah, you guys might recognize him from the popular unreleased podcast that he's doing with the very talented me. Yeah. Does anyone want to hear any more stories about my kids? Does anyone? Yeah, okay, so like there's the poop, right? There's the poop thing, but do you guys remember how like funny poop is, like when you're a little kid? Like it's still funny now, but like how much more funny it is when you're a kid. Like my older son is 7, and about 90% of what he says is about buttholes and poop. Yeah. Like, he'll, like, just be walking around the house remixing every song he's ever heard into every word being buttholes. Like, butthole, 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 eat my butthole. No, don't, you can't say that. You can't say, why did everyone get so fucking quiet to fucking... I acknowledge that I told him, no, don't say eat my butthole, right? Like, are you guys understanding that? Okay? I don't allow him to say eat my butthole. I have to tell him a lot, because he still thinks it's funny. The more mad we get, you know, the more funny he thinks it is. I don't know. You know, you guys don't get it, all right? Buttholes are also funny, all right? Our next comic probably also thinks buttholes are funny. They also only have one name, like Cher. You guys give it up for Kirsten.
I do like buttholes. see. So the other day, this guy came up to me and he told me about incels. If you don't know what incels are, I'm looking at my father who's over here. If I explain a lot of things, it's because my dad is over here and I feel like he may not understand. Oh no, I'm sorry. Not like, you're not on social media, so I can't work my way out of this one. Incels are, now I feel like I shouldn't look at you, involuntary celibate. So basically, guys that can't get laid. So anyways, this guy comes up to me and he's like, did you know that incels are doing exercises to get a stronger jawline? Because women are attracted to very strong jawlines. And then he stops and looks at me and he says, are women attracted to you? And I was like, well, they do ask to follow me on Instagram a lot. So I live in LA, and something about LA is people want to follow your Instagram all the time. It is like coke to them, or maybe, I don't know, it's like getting cocaine, or maybe here it's like getting somebody's horoscope sign. So yeah, so you'll like meet someone and they'll be like, hey, nice to meet you, can I get your Instagram? Or be like, oh, where can I find the quinoa and where can I get your Instagram? Or be like, hey, can I get your insurance? You just hit me. Or your Instagram, either one is fine. So I was with this younger girl the other day, and she was on her Instagram, and all of a sudden she stopped and she was like, oh my god, it is happening right now, right this minute, it is happening. And I was like, what's happening? And she was like, they have stopped showing the likes on Instagram. Pull up your Instagram, hurry! So I pull up my Instagram and I can see likes on my Instagram. And she's like, why is that? And I was like, well, they're actually not hiding it from everyone. You know, maybe because I'm from an older generation, they're not doing it. Because, I'm from the generation of sticks and stones may hurt your bones, but likes and comments won't hurt me. And she was like, how many followers do you have? And I didn't want to offend her, so I was like, playing it down. I got like, I don't know, like 1,000. And she was like, oh, that's it. I have 24K. That doesn't matter. It's fine to me. It doesn't hurt me at all. I have real friends and a real strong jawline. Let's see, what else? Oh, I like this one. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I do. So I am maybe a little bit old school. I have a car from '96, and it has the best anti-theft system ever. It's crazy though. New cars, they don't have this for some reason. My car has stick shift. No one will ever steal that thing. They'll get in and be like, why does it keep dying? They'll probably first be like, wait, where's the button? Also, it has a tape deck, which everyone will be like, do I stick my phone into this big hole? What is this? When I was in college, my roommate was very afraid of somebody stealing our stuff because we lived in a sketchy neighborhood. So she was like, we need to close the curtains so nobody can see what we have. And I was like, actually, I think we need to open them because we have a 19-inch TV, your grandma's couch, and a blacklight poster without a blacklight. Let them take it. I, in college, had a gentleman stay the night in my bedroom. And when I woke up, he had left, and he had stolen my quarters for laundry. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? I just paid for over the clothes touching. I was like, well, thank God we didn't go in the clothes. He might have taken my blacklight poster. This is going way faster and better than I thought. Thank you, guys. Okay. I found that I'm not particularly attracted to shorter men. They're wonderful human beings. The men that are shorter than me, my issue is that if they want to hang out at this height, which is basically suckling height, I feel like they probably have mommy issues. And for me, this is a padded bra. I'm flat-chested. They have daddy issues for sure. I do have a padded bra on, which I feel like is a big lie, because actually my boobs aren't even touching my bra. They're just like bread if you didn't put the yeast in, where they're like, I just don't have it in me. I saved this one special. My older sister is also here, and her boyfriend. So this one, oh shoot, wait. Okay, so this one, I don't know why I said that. That was weird now. I don't think anyone's bad at sex, right? Because we all have different likes, right? Right? If you tickle one guy's balls, he's gonna be like, you tickle another guy's ball, and he's gonna be like, precious. Dad, I was told that. I didn't figure that out from my own experience. That definitely wasn't me. That was my older sister. She told me. Thank you.
Give it up for Kirsten, everybody. It's always a weird choice to do that shit in front of your parents. I admire it. I admire it. Here's the problem with doing comedy and your parents are supportive is my mom's now friends with more comedians that I don't fucking even talk to anymore. And she posts shit on their walls, which is actually kind of works out for me because a lot of people don't believe the stuff I say about my mom until she starts interacting with them and it's like, oh yeah, that bitch is fucking real as shit. Yeah, she don't check any of the memes she posts. It is crazy. Oh. I got 2 of them. Oh my goodness. My dad's the only one I have blocked on Facebook though. It's mutual, whatever. That's the thing, my dad isn't, he's not a racist, right? He just dresses, looks, talks, and votes like one, you know? Runs in the family. It's really weird because I'm a Jewish and Southern, Jewish redneck. Which usually you wind up Israeli when you mix that together. It's not my case, communist. But I am, and this is the thing, my dad, here's like, you know, like you're a certain age and every day you realize you're a fucking idiot. Because you're like, wait a minute, that's what that is, you know? So I'm like, I don't know, about 43 years old. At the time I realized that, wait a minute, that story about my great-grandmother chasing my dad around their house in a ghost costume in Georgia, why did they have a ghost costume? It's a lot of rumors about Jews. One of the funny ones we talk about sex, you know, is oh, you guys have sex through a sheet. One time. It was at a Klan rally and that guy was not into it. Do you know who I'm into tonight, you guys? Coming to the HotBox for the first time, let's give it up for Mr. Here's what happened. Some of you guys laughed and it freaked me out because that doesn't normally happen. Hold on. No, come on. What's your last name? Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe? Did I say John before? I did it twice when he first came in too, right? You could probably get away with murder. I'm not saying you're not memorable. Let's give it up for Mr. That's mean. I'm such a prick, you guys. You guys know from my childhood already, though. There's reasons. Let's give it up for Mr. Joe Flaherty, everybody!
Hey, everyone. This is a pretty fancy cell phone stand, so this is where I put it, right? Yeah. It charges while I do my thing. That's cool. So I got a few jokes that I wrote down here for you. I had 3 minutes worth of really good material. Then I was told that this is 7 minutes, so then I mixed in 4 minutes of shitty jokes that I just wrote in the bathroom. Try to guess which ones are which. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. I have like a really bad sinus infection. So I just got back into town. I was traveling for Thanksgiving, and I was in. That's not funny. That's not the joke. That's not the joke. I was traveling for Thanksgiving. I just came in actually today from Minnesota. I was in Minneapolis, and right before I got on the plane, I look over, and standing right next to me are Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. Yeah, and I was like, oh jeez. Anyways, Thanksgiving, probably my favorite holiday, and question came up this Thanksgiving about, well, what's your favorite part? And I think for me, it's the leftovers the day after, making sandwiches. So this morning I woke up and I was really, really excited, but then I remembered my New Year's resolution from last year that I had quit cold turkey. Yeah, my girlfriend fucking hates that joke. The other part I really like about Thanksgiving is you get to see people in your family that maybe you haven't seen much, or you get to see every couple of years. And I'm sure we all have somebody, this one person that you just don't really relate to. Maybe it's like a brother-in-law or a cousin. For me, it's my uncle. And I don't know, he tries, he's a nice guy, but I think what adds to the problem is he uses words incorrectly, and I just can't really get past when he uses words incorrectly. So I made a little list of, over the last few years, these are things that, words that my uncle has used incorrectly. Tofu, Netflix, Velcro, Africa, robots, crosswalk, women's rights, slippers, fun, and Mexican food. Okay, let's see. I turned 40 this year, so big year for me. You start to get reflective once you're getting up in age, and some of the things I was thinking about is all the stupid shit I used to think about and think I knew when I was like a teenager. This is specifically about sex. So almost the entirety of what I knew about sex when I was a teenager was from when my friend Robert and I found his dad's porn VHSs. And so we're watching porn, and you know, I'm like, okay, this is a good opportunity to kind of like, I'm taking some mental notes, like watching this documentary film. I'm like, okay, this is how it happens. You do a little of this, and you do a little of that, and then this happens, and you do this, and then at the end you just kind of like do that, and it's like, I don't know how you're gonna make a baby doing that, but it seems to like it, so. Anyhow, I think most of us in the room, you know, you grow older and you start to realize all these stupid things, and they fall away from you. And, you know, the one thing that I've taken away over the years, the one truth that I've found is that the most erogenous spot on a woman's body is actually right at the top of the labia. It's just like a little bulbousy sort of thing going on up there. So I was running those jokes down with a buddy of mine. He's a Mormon guy, and so he was. That's not funny, guys. So he was telling me about some of the stuff that some of the taboos of sex in the Mormon religion, and you can't have sex prior to marriage if you're Mormons. You're not supposed to. And so somewhere along the line, and I'm presuming a man made this up, but they came up with this idea called soaking. And so this is if the penis enters the vagina and then there's absolutely no movement, they don't consider that sexual intercourse. I was like, oh, okay, so let me get this straight. This is when you enter the woman and you say, oh, so don't move, don't move, don't move. Or as I call it, all sex I've ever had. Okay, let's see. Just recently bought a house, and somebody has been letting their dog take a giant shit in front of my front porch almost every day, and so I've been trying to figure out how to like get this to stop. And I presume it's a big dog because it's kind of this movie-style quality, like soft serve looking sort of thing. So I was talking to some coworkers, and they're like, I don't know, maybe put a little sign in the shit that says, hey, scoop the poop. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. Put a sign in the shit. But then I'm like, well, I don't know. It's something better. So I thought, I'm going to kind of like stake out the front of my house and find out who's doing this and whose dog is shitting in front of my house. Then I'm going to go down to their house and I'm going to leave shit on their front porch with a little sign in it that says, hey, I don't have a dog. All right, I'll close with, I've got a couple weird fears. One of my weird fears is being associated with the smell of other people's shit. For instance, we have two unisex bathrooms at the spot that I work, and sometimes I'll go in there just to pee, and I walk in and there's somebody's been in there, and I just don't want to be associated with that smell. Like, I used to freak out. I didn't know what to do. So what I do, I found a little trick. I will go in there, and when I'm done peeing, I just flip the toilet seat up. And we have these toilet seats that don't go all the way around. They don't make a full circle. So I feel like the seat speaks on my behalf to a degree. You walk in there, and you got this looking at you. I just came out. And they're like, okay, well, Joe peed, so he didn't make this mess. Like, that shit ain't Joe's. That little, like, half-digested piece of iceberg lettuce floating around in there? No. Joe digests all of his roughage. Or those track marks that are, like, way too far up the back of the bowl? Joe did not do that. In fact, Joe tried to pee those off. Thank you.
Give it up for Joe and his digestive system. All right. Also, the Joe that didn't go on vacation long enough for this crowd, apparently. Like, that's some Minnesota shit, I guess, right? Like, the day after the holiday, I'm back. We went on vacation. I'm trying to figure out what the quarrel was here with you guys with this vacationing. I'm sorry about your front porch, by the way. Can I tell you more stories about my kids? Are you guys okay with that? Yeah. So like while my older son is singing songs about buttholes, my 3-year-old overheard someone somewhere say "shut the fuck up," which he repeated, which my older 2 children thought was hilarious, so he continued to repeat it. And I don't know how hard you guys know it is to get a 3-year-old to stop repeating shit, but it's fucking impossible. And I'm not one of those people that thinks it's like hilarious and like small children fucking swear, because you have like the rest of your life to get poisoned by society and like use that kind of fucking shit. But like even like as someone who's not amused by it, it's hard not to laugh when he uses it in context. Because like his older brother would be like an asshole, and he'll be like in like his little toddler voice, "Shut the fuck up, Oliver." It's like, goddamn, it's hard not to fucking laugh at. Like, you're using it correctly. Our next comic, I'm sure I'll butcher his name because I'm white. Give it up for Kevin Perez.
What's up, gangsters? Gang gang. How you guys doing? Dude, I traveled for Thanksgiving, went all the way to Gresham, see my mom. Never do Gresham, dude, it's weird, I'm from there. But dude, it's fucked up, I lost my fucking phone at Kohl's. It was shitty. Yeah, I fucking called my sister, I was on the toilet, and I put it down on that toilet paper dispenser, and I just left, and I was like, 2 hours later, I was like, oh, fucked.
It was shitty, and mom was all like, oh my god, I can't believe you lost your phone. It's like, oh. And then I had the phone since I was like in 12th grade or like 10th grade. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I got my money's worth, I think. But my mom was all like, I can't believe you just lost all that money. Da, da, da. I was like, Mom, you don't understand. It's not about the money. I had so much fucking porn on that phone. I had a fucking strong library of white milfs getting fucked by black cock. It was great. And it's just fucking gone now, dude. Gotta restart my whole porn collection. It's fucking sad. Did you guys do anything cool for Thanksgiving? Anything crazy? Let's talk to the audience. Anybody? You, Mr. You have fun? Black Friday, Thanksgiving? Whatever.
Friendsgiving.
Yeah, Friendsgiving's sick, dude. That's fun. I went to Home Depot for Black Friday. So I was trying to buy some new bits. I didn't fucking have any. I don't have any new bits, so I have to use my old bits now. Yeah, I was sitting at a table at Thanksgiving, and then my sister looks at me weird. And like I get this weird tingling in the back of my neck. I'm like, something's coming. It's like a storm, something dangerous maybe. Sister's like, hey Kevin. I was like, what? She's like, remember that time you shit yourself at Six Flags 6 months ago? I was like, huh. And everybody looked at me and laughed, and I was like, fuck. I was embarrassed. I was like, hey Jenny, remember that time you had 3 kids before you were 17? You ruined your whole fucking life. So, old bits, baby. Phillips 2 on the impact. If you build stuff. Anyways. Yeah. I fucking hate Karate Kid, dude. That movie's fucking whack. It's like Hollywood fairy tale shit, right? It's like a brown kid, like moves to California and gets beaten up by a bunch of white kids. And then like an Asian man teaches him karate, and he learns all this shit about like life and like carpentry. I was like, where the fuck was my Asian man when I was a kid, you know? I wanted that. Because when I was a kid, I got beat up by white kids. This tweaker named Dave told me to stab people and twist it. Because it inflicts more damage. I was like, sick, dude. Bullshit, dude. There's no fucking people out there teaching karate. It's all lies. Fucked a hot 20-year-old once. But it then turned out to be 2 10-year-olds in a trench coat. Alright. It was crazy. Like, oh, whoops. Oh. I thought they were going to the movies. I don't know. I was fucking confused. The joke is going weird. Oh, I used to be a handyman for $10 an hour. Now I'm a blowy man for $20 an hour. Yeah. Strong bits. So what else we'll talk about? Current events. My favorite color is high vis. That's it. Let's do movement jokes. Mom used to beat me like this. Is that funny? No? Nothing's funny about that. Not enough movement in that joke. Dude, the first time I watched porn, it was weird. My uncles got like super hammered, like blackout hammered. I was like 10 or something, and I walked into this room, and all my cousins are sitting around on the couch, and there's like 3 uncles just blackout drunk. And I walk in like, what are you guys doing? And there's like people fucking on the TV, and I was like, whoa! And we just sat there for like hours watching porn. Good time, dude. Good time. I had one of my uncles offer me meth once. I said no, because he was going to tell my dad I said yes if I did say yes. And that was the second reason, because meth is bad, and we all know that. I don't do meth. This is a padded bra. I don't know. Anybody? These tits aren't real. Right? Don't get your hopes up if you come home with me. Just wearing a fat suit. Not really fat. I think my fucking stomach's actually, look, if you look, my stomach's like hugging the mic stand. It's so fucking fat. I don't care though. I like being fat. It's cool. Gave up a long time ago and having a good body. Is that sad? I don't think it's sad. I feel like it's like an achievement. When I was a kid, I was super insecure with my body. Now I'm like, fucking hot, dude. Flexing in the mirror and shit. I'm like, fuck yeah. Girls like this. This is what girls want. I have a mullet now. I feel like that's fucking saying something.
You guys can be jealous. You can look at it. Don't look too long. My mullet is like dreamy white boy eyes, you know? You just get lost in them. I wish I could switch races just for that. Like, I wish I was just a white boy so I'd have dreamy white boy eyes. You guys all know what I'm talking about. It's like sky blue eyes. It's fucking hot, dude. I don't know, am I an asshole for thinking that? Got 1 minute. Alright, here we go. I saw these kids one time. It was like these 3 kids, and they were fucking like 8 or something, but they were feral as fuck. They were running around going wild. They go up to me like, hey dude, you want to see something cool? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to see something cool, dude. They showed me this book, and it's got people fucking in it. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we found it in this box. I was like, what box? I want to see this box. And they're like, this box over here, you can get books and just like take them if you want. And we walk over, and I was like, this is a community library. They're like, yeah, our community library has these cool books. And I was like, do you have any other cool books like that? So I look around, and they're like, why do you want the books? I was like, oh, no, I want to get rid of them forever. And they're like, what? It's like, I'm going to give it to my teacher. I lied to them. They're like, you're an 8th grader? And I was like, no, I'm not an 8th grader. I'm way older than that, but I'm getting rid of them for you. But yeah. And one was like, do you have $3? And I was like, no, I don't have $3, dude. He's like, well, we got you that book, so give us $3. And I was like, but I don't want this book. And you don't want this book, so why'd I have to give you $3? And then one of them kind of no, and he fucking stabbed me, dude, and he fucking twisted it. I was like, holy shit. Good job, Dave. Fuck. Alright, bye guys. Love you.
Kevin Perez, everybody! I also hope that Kevin can one day change races. I want to introduce him to my family, and they're not cool. We've already went over that. I also wanted to note that Kevin described Ralph Macchio, a Sicilian Italian, as the brown guy in that movie. Proving once again that no civilized person considers Italians white people. They're not. They're like Italians in the side of the room. Don't care. We let them in here, it's fine. We don't discriminate. Oh my goodness, you guys. When I was a kid, probably one person in the room can relate to this. You used to find porn in the woods. That's where pornography was. You'd find porno magazines out in the woods, and you'd go out, and you're a little boy. I don't know if girls ever did this. I never came across any doing it. You'd find a porno magazine out in the wood, and you'd pull your pants down, and you'd jerk off, because you couldn't take that home. The woods is where porno mags go. And I didn't figure out until, again, in my 40s, that's basically like a salt lick for pedophiles that are hanging out in fucking tree blinds with binoculars, just waiting for a kid. They're just sitting in there. They got like some kind of duck call, you know, and it's just like, we got one coming in. Hold on. Hold on, he's picking up the magazine. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's so gentle. There he goes. There he goes. Stop. They can hear us. The tree's shaking. Stop. In my version, there's not solitary people, because I think if we learn anything from the news, pedophiles don't seem to hang out by themselves. They got whole fucking groups, which I'm a little jealous. I'm not a social guy. Probably the key indicator that I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a very social. My fly's still down. Yeah, that's true. You guys coming to the stage. Should have left my fly down because he turns me on. We're talking about a big hunk of man coming to the stage in just a second here. As soon as this other big hunk of man takes his seat, a fellow Jew, by the way. I always like to point out when there's another Jew in the room in case there's an anti-Semite and he wants to, because then he'll have to choose. You know, it's like my odds just got 50% better, you guys. But you know who your odds are 100% with every night? Let's give it up to the man who gives it out. Mr. Robert Manel, everybody!
What's up, you guys? You alright over there? You guys good?
Yeah.
You ready for this big hunk of man?
Yeah.
Holy shit. My self-esteem's never been higher before coming to the stage. I know I don't look like a comedian. I'll just start out with that. I think I'm one of the only people who looks like a bully and a magician. That's just what it is. Yeah. I have a weird family. Anybody else? Weird family? Give it up. Cool. Don't. All right. One guy. Fucking one weirdo in the back. Yeah. This is how weird my family is. One time, I was hanging out with my mom and dad, and they overshared with me, really hard. They were like, "Hey, Robert, you were conceived in a car wash, and we filmed it." I was like, "Alright, didn't need to know that, you know." Now every time I take a bubble bath, I can see my parents fuck, you know. That's my favorite place to watch the video. So, hop on, guys, come on, fucking. Yeah, that's the cue to laugh. No, guys, despite my best efforts, this is one thing I learned about a car wash. One thing you can't do at a car wash, it rhymes with gastrate with the windows open. Does that tickle your funnel? Does that tickle your funnel? Kung kung bum bum? Does that conquer your bum bum bum? That's where I'm at right now. No, seriously, guys. We're good. Yeah. It's time to get serious. Before I was joking. Now it's time for the TED Talk. All right. Yeah, I've always been a rebellious kid. Like, I never liked doing what I was told. Like, you know, my mom would always tell me what to do. I never liked doing what my mom told me to do, you know, unless she was wearing high heels and a whip, in which case, 1/8 of the room enjoys it. Thank you. I was getting this argument with my mom. Like, she's like very mainstream news, you know, like she's like all about that shit, and I'm like kind of conspiracy theorist, you know. So I'm trying to convince her that mainstream news is bullshit, you know. So one night, like, I was really trying to convince her. So I grabbed a newspaper, you know, to try and convince her, and I rolled it up tight enough that it would hurt when I hit her, and don't do that kind of laugh, man. I'm just fucking trying to get through this, and you did a very condescending type of laugh for like a semi-clever joke, and you ruined it. And it's time to rejuvenate this audience. I was joking, actually, for that first half. So let's get serious. The second half of my set is like really trying to like teach you guys some shit. So this is like I'm practicing for a TED Talk I'm doing next week. So it's about violence, my TED Talk. And has anybody been hit, experienced violence? You don't have to applaud. Just, all right, look me in the eyes. I figure it out. And okay. Yeah, I actually got jumped by a bunch of military dudes one night. Thank you. And from that experience, I learned I can beat the shit out of a baby seal. Sounds way too much like I can beat the shit out of a Navy SEAL. I call that joke, "Don't drink in SeaWorld." Stop humming your laughs. That's so fucking annoying. What are you guys awake, alive? Good Lord. I feel like that's how like the Queen of England would laugh, like if you ever told her a joke. Like, hey, you know your son Andrew is getting brought up on pedophile charges. She'd be like, do you really think he would do that? That's you guys right now. Queen of England motherfuckers. Fuck you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck. These guys are like, what the fuck? Who's Prince Andrew? Let's get to the TED Talk. Guys, I have gotten with a girl before, despite what you might think. I had this weird hookup with a girl one time. Things were getting hot and heavy, and right before like we kind of got down to it, she was like, "Do it to me rough." I was like, "Really? I don't know." She was like, "No, it's cool. I have a safe word." I was like, "All right, what's your safe word?" She was like, "It's grape." I was like, "Do you want to pick a word that rhymes with something else?" What's your guys' level of education over there? What'd you get? 10, 11? I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks, peace out.
Let's keep it going for Robert Medill, everybody. Oh my goodness, you guys, it has come to the almost the very end of our show. We have one final comedian who's going to be joining us this evening. I apologize to those of you who were on the float list who I couldn't get up this evening, but we're kind of running up against time right now, and we had to make room for this person. The person we came here sort of to honor tonight in comedy, if you do hang in there and die from any causes, really, you get the last light. And so tonight's last light goes out to the person that I am wearing a headband in honor of, Big Liam, and here we go.
Anybody ride motorcycles here? Harleys, crotch rockets, right on. So you guys know we have a kind of a universal language, right? We can't like yell across each other, you know. Gotta take a piss, right? We gotta communicate as we're riding. And one of the things that you do to communicate is if you go like this, right? Cop, right? A cop is around when you do this, right? Well, my wife, I have 8 kids, all right? Yeah, 8 kids. Yeah, we're getting a TV eventually, I swear to God. But my wife and kids knows all the signals, right? Because they're driving next to me and everything. And the other day, Mama had kind of the night off, and I took them to a spaghetti factory. And as we walk in, we're walking in kind of like ducks in a row. All of a sudden, all 8 kids start doing this. And right as I come up the steps, I look to the left, and there's 2 uniformed cops having dinner. And they looked at me like, oh, look at the foster parent with the retarded kids. You should see us at the airport. You guys will like that. You drive a Harley? Yeah? All right. I like you anyway. It's all right. Actually, I've got 21-inch handlebars on my Harley. I never have to buy deodorant. Cop asked me, you know why I pulled you over? I said, the 3 busted up guys at the bar about a mile back. He said, no, your tail light's out, but maybe we should talk. Loud pipes on my Harley make all the car alarms go off in my neighborhood. It's kind of nice. I know which cars to choose from later. Look, I got to get out of here. You heard how I got 8 kids. I finally got to use one of those pull-out baby changing tables in the public bathroom. You know what I'm talking about? Well, it was the only place I had to snort the Norcos I just crushed up. Look, I want to be honest with you guys here. I got to get out of here, but I got to be honest with you guys. When I got up here, there was quite a few of you. You know who you are. You deal with it. You started judging me the way I look when I got up here. And I just want to leave you with this, all right? I'm actually a responsible parent. I tell my kids, stay away from drugs, especially the ones in my frickin' sock drawer.
If I ever leave this world alive, I'll take on all the sadness that I left behind. If I ever leave this world alive, the madness that you feel will soon subside. So in a word, don't shed She says, I'm okay, I'm alright. Though you have gone from my life, you said that it would, now everything should be alright. She says, I'm okay, I'm alright. Though you have gone from my life, you said that it would, now everything should be alright. Yeah, it should be alright.
Let's do this shit for real. Come on now.